Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Entropia content. Now today I got a whole bunch of new Entropia updates. I think it's been a couple days since we did an episode. It's funny because we did so many episodes back to back and then stopped. But yeah, I had to do some other stuff in life, so I was a little gone for a while. What's new since you guys have been gone is we added super chats to the show. So now we have stickers and super chat messages. I'll try to read them all. Yeah, try not to miss any. Hopefully I won't miss any. But anyways, we got some updates about what's new on Rocktropia. Sadly, the AI mission, like you can tell by the title. Hey, Snooker. How's it going? No, it's one of the updates that we got is that the AI mission is finished on Rocktropia. And I shouldn't say that the mission's 100% finished. But just the one section by, what is it called? Club Never Die. They said it's off limits for doing the mission there now. Now I found out from another player in the game. They said they had a game representative warning people not to hunt the AI at Club Never Die anymore. Because if you do, you can get your account banned. They said there's some sort of exploit going on there for hunting the AI. And from what I could gather, as one of the players that was telling me about this last episode, is they said you're not allowed to use the turret, which is kind of weird because I've always never had any problem with that. I always thought we were allowed to use the turret. So they said if the mobs are chasing you and you bring them to the turret, that's considered an exploit there. And which is weird too, because they were saying that the reason is it's creating the AI to spawn. But I don't believe that's true, because we've already tested that theory, and unless you kill the, what is it called, the robots, the vixens, the AI never comes, no matter how many times you drown them or how many times you turret them. So I don't know how that's an exploit. It doesn't make any sense. Unless something happened weird there, where all of a sudden they started coming no matter what. Same thing with the AI at this location. You can turret the zombies all you want, you can drown them all you want, and the AI will never come. The only time the AI come is if someone kills them. So the only reason I come here checking is just in case anyone missed them. Yeah, so that's what this snooker guy was saying. He said that the official told him the same thing. Which is weird because the AI mission has been the most popular mission in the game for, I don't know, like 5-6 years, even longer. So I don't know, like, was there really a glitch for 6 years and they never found it in the most popular mission in the game? Like, that'd be fucked up, right? But I guess that's really what happened. No, and I think someone was telling me that if you drown the AI, or if you drown the vixens, like I've tried before, that the AI would just appear. And I found out, no, they don't. If you drown the vixens, unless someone's been there hunting them, they won't spawn. So I don't understand where this glitch is coming from. The only thing I was thinking is maybe if like someone kills like thousands of androids, then all of a sudden the vixen or the, what is it, the AI will keep coming because they've killed thousands of them. So it may seem like it's coming because you're killing the androids or whatever, but they're not actually coming unless someone killed them first. Or the AI is definitely not just going to spawn for no reason. So hopefully that gets resolved, because I kind of missed hunting the AI at the Club Never Die. But to be honest, I haven't really done it for like a year, so even longer. So maybe things have changed since I was last hunting there. I don't know. I think I tried to hunt there, but I couldn't find any vixens, or other people were already killing the AI, so I just didn't bother. Yeah, I'm just going to follow the official's advice and not argue it, and I'll just avoid that place altogether. And I did get some updates from Next Island. A whole bunch of people want me to come and start sweating on Next Island. So I'm going to start going to Next Island soon. I think that's really my main destination after we go to Calypso one more time. Well, yeah, that was the other news. I got some news from, oh, we got 1 like, thanks. Hey, Dan Davis, don't worry, I just started the stream this time. No, we did get some updates that a bunch of my auction stuff either sold or I got bids, so we'll go check that in a second. I'm just going to finish this lap, make sure we don't find any AI. Now, we were just going over the updates about how the game said that, or the Mindark officials are warning people not to do the AI mission at Club Never Die anymore. Because they said anyone doing it there could get their flag or their account flagged for doing an exploit. Which is kind of weird too, because what they were saying, the exploit doesn't make any sense. Because the AI doesn't just spawn out of thin air. Even if you turret or drown them, you still have to kill them with ammo. I know, I used to think that they would, but I had tested it out even. I tried killing some of the androids with the turret, and the AI just didn't come. Not unless someone had killed them first. Or not actually used regular ammo. So maybe something broke, I don't know. Maybe there was another way to do it. Maybe they think all the AI backing up from other people killing them isn't allowed either. So you can't really work in teamwork to do the AI mission. That could be part of the glitch. Not allowed to work with others. Because I was thinking it doesn't really seem like a glitch to me. If someone comes here and kills like 100 zombies and doesn't even care about the AI. So if I start killing the AI that they're not even bothering with, like, how is that a glitch? I don't really think it is, right? That's essentially what's happening at Club Never Die, except this time, sometimes they get backed up because people are killing thousands of androids. So it appears like they're just coming never-ending. But they're not actually never-ending. The supply runs out eventually. I think when Never Die programmed that mission, or whoever did, they must have put it in a cap where you have to kill so many androids or you have to kill so many zombies before the AI actually come out. I don't think the mission's broken. It's just because it was stacking them. Oh well. So let's go to the sweat area so I can stand around, do nothing for a while we check the auction. And that way we can collect sweat and items or skills at the same time. And then we'll check who all bought the items at the auction. Now, I really appreciate everyone who bought the auction items. Maybe we'll even be able to do a, crafting run. Yeah, if anyone else is in the game and wants to hang out. I can't remember who it was said they wanted to hang out last time. I appreciate that. No, a lot of times people just want to trade items with me in the game and then take off, so it's nice when people want to hang out and sweat for a change. Could always use extra help sweating. I know even my friend Beamer, he didn't really care about sweat too much because he was a regular depositor, so he didn't really need the sweat. So he would just sweat to gather the free skills to help other people, and he would actually give his sweat away. Now, if anyone's wondering the updates, I still didn't contact his family. I might do that when it comes up, I don't know. It's pretty much the year anniversary since he's died soon, so I'll probably contact him after that. I'll be like, yo, it's been a year, no one's gone into his account. Maybe someone should claim his items before that goes all to waste. And I'll even maybe offer to buy his account off him. I should, really. Well, maybe first I'll just tell him that he has a whole bunch of items and they shouldn't go to waste. And then I'll mention, like, I don't know. It seems so weird talking about someone who's died like that. Almost seems like robbing someone's grave. I don't really want any part of it. No, so yeah, I guess I'll just tell his family, yo, he's got lots of items. I think that he said that his son used to play the game, so I should be able to contact his son at least. And he'll have an idea what the hell I'm talking about. That'd be kind of cool if his son actually came and took over his spot and I could talk to his son, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure his son and him are pretty different. No, I don't think his son was really into the game as much as his dad was. Oh, do I got 3 mobs chasing me? Son of a bitch. Alright, so people can see the trick I use here. Hopefully it's not a glitch or exploit. Dear God, I'm starting to wonder if everything I've ever done good in the game is turning out to be an exploit. No, it's what you do is you use this wall. So I need to kill the haters, or keep the hater alive, kill the other ones. So I just use the wall. I know some people kill the creatures, but I can't afford the ammo, so I have to let the turret do it. So hopefully not using the turret is against the game rules. Starting to wonder about that. I'm not getting any AI from doing this. Make it clear to the game. Alright, so there we go. Now we're collecting some items, and I can start to check what's happened. I did glance at this the other day, but I didn't really close any of it because I wanted to show everyone what happened. Right, so when it comes to the jungle shorts, holy fuck, we got even a bid on the jungle shorts. That's unreal. So thanks, Felipe, or Felipe. I can't remember how to say that. I don't think I ever knew. Maybe it's like Felipe. Right, so the Stylist Trucker 3 hat. Yeah, let's close that. We got a bid from Felipe. Oh God. Alright, Stylist 3. We got 2 bids. One from Ender and one from Mitsuye Shao. Or Root. So thank you, Root. But they haven't bought it yet. Those are just bids. The woolly hat. Oh, we're up to a 4-ped bid. That's pretty good. Sadly, I put a markup or bio to 43. I really don't think that's going to happen. I should have lowered that. Right, next we got a woolly hat. Also the same people bidding. Oh, we got a bid on the bikini. So the trade terminal value is what? Why doesn't it show you the actual bid or the item value? Oh, there it is, 376 plus TT 0.24. Boy, I hope we get another bid or we lose money on that one. But thanks for a bid anyways. We got an existing bid on the pillow. This does not look good. What is the value is 11. At least we're over the TT value, or our auction value. So far we're making 5 or 8 pack on the sale. Holy shit, only 11 hours left? God, that sucks. I was hoping that it was going to be like the auction would end during like the rush hour of the game. Not 11 hours from now, for fuck's sakes. Oh wait, 11 hours from now will put us at like 10 a.m.? For God's sakes, why is it ending at 10 a.m.? What a piece of garbage. Yeah, watch it'll end like right in a fucking maintenance window. Have you ever done that? You put a whole bunch of items for sale, and then you go to look how the bidding's going for when it's near the end, and it's a fucking maintenance window. So you can't even get anyone to bid on your shit if they wanted to. Now it's a little bit of whiskey and a little bit of mead and a little bit of vodka, the Baron Yager mixture. There's a little bit left in the shot glass. I decided to mix them, see how it was. It's actually quite interesting. Alright, so Royal Pillow. Yeah, we got some bids on that. Fucking game's taking forever to load. There we go. Would you look at that? The chainsaw bids. I figured that it's like the chainsaw would get 0 bids on Rocktropia, but buy those prints, bring them to Calypso, sell them there. Look how many bids they're already getting. So people that are trying to sell blueprints on Rocktropia, it's like good luck. I don't know why you're trying to sell them on this planet. I know I've tried it a few times too, but you're better off just bringing them to Calypso 99% of the time. Right, let's see what other bids we got. Oh, we got a bid on the Mankini. Right, so the trade terminal value is 1580. And we got a bid of 16. So it's still under value. So I'll be losing money unless someone else places a bid. So if anyone else is on Calypso and they need a Mankini, I could really use help with the bid right now. It's looking bad. Alright, so I can't believe it. Check this out. Nikki Infinity Marsh, she bought the flags. Not only did she buy it, but she bought it for the buyout price. So we helped to raise the price of the Roman flag by getting it up one sold for 10. So thank you, Nikki. Really appreciate it. Seems like all the nice girls or women I know are named Nikki. I don't know what's with that. So thank you, Nikki. And what do you know? Nikki also bought out the Spanish flag. So I got 10 for that one also. So you can see that all it takes is one person to buy one of your flags for 10. And all of a sudden your whole auction run is going to at least break even. So thank you. Appreciate it, Nikki. And the explosive projectiles bid. Holy fuck, man. No one's buying this print. I thought someone was going to buy it right away. I'm going to get ripped off on this one. I can almost guarantee it. Why the fuck I didn't put a reserve bid? I don't know what the fuck I was thinking on this one. Like, I'm going to lose hardcore on this. Well, I got to stop freaking out. Maybe someone will place a bid within the next few hours. But this is not looking good. Like, I'm supposed to be getting, what, 40, 50,000% markup? And what am I getting? 6,000? Like, what the fuck was I thinking not putting a buyout? Or, oh well, we'll see what happens. Maybe someone will place bids at the last second. I sure hope. Yeah, so that one's a nightmare. Really hope that nightmare is resolved good. Rock Tech, we got a few bids, but nothing big yet. Rock Tech, few bids, nothing big yet. Same thing with that Rock Tech. Same thing with that one. Well, yeah, and then the other thing I did is I checked out how many Rock Tech prints I have left to put on auction. And some of the categories I am on my last ones. So I'll have to loot some more Rock Techs. Oh, there was some more Rock Tech blueprints. French. So we didn't get Nikki to buy this one out yet. I don't think she bought it out because of my buyout being so high, right? 100's definitely a pretty big buyout. Oh, we got someone who joined the sweating. Who is it? It's Online Superstar. So that's pretty wild. Yeah, Dan Davis has got the right idea. He said he's moved to Next Island because it's become the new Rocktropia, and I agree. Like, what made Rocktropia special prior was that Never Die invested a whole bunch of his time and effort to make the planet better, adding new enemies, new items, new missions, new holiday gifts. But now we can see that he's completely abandoned the game for almost 3 years now. So I really don't know if he's the online president anymore, but it's time to look for a new planet. Sad but true. So I was thinking Next Island really is the next feasible option because they're putting in a lot of time and effort into it. I would say Calypso, but dear God, Calypso's a shitstorm. If Calypso had a viable oil rig like they used to, like that one with the line, I would definitely hang out there. But seeing that the oil rig is almost impossible to get oil, and really there's nothing else there that you can get for free, and the crafting really sucks. Now, I can't believe how much shit Calypso has going against it, yet still everyone hangs out there. It's weird. But the one main thing that gives Calypso the edge is just because so many people are there. Alright, so we got one bid on that one. It's not so bad. Hey, even the Polish, holy fuck, Veshi bought the Polish flag. So that's why we have to go back to Calypso and sell some more things, because we got to put some more of these flags on auction. If they're all selling, I got hundreds of some of them. So I really got to start selling them on auction. Especially if they're going for 10 each. That's fucking crazy. I got 100 of them and they're going for 10 each. It's like 1,000 pendant fucking flags. So yeah, I really need to go cash that in before the fucking market dries up and then they're worth one again. It's like, fuck, man, there's like 3 people bidding against each other. That's crazy. Alright, so thanks everyone who bought all my items, and for people that place bids as well. Really appreciate it. Now I'll try to get some more Entropia updates coming soon. I'm going to open that DVD disc that I got from Mindark. See what kind of promotional material it's got from like 10 years ago. Maybe even older. I'll try to find out the date that the disc was made. You know what I should do? I should send Mindark a question and ask them. Think they would be able to solve it, find out when the disc was made? Unless just opening the disc tells me, so I better just open it first. That'd be funny if I asked Mindark and they'd be like, just open the disc, it'll tell you. It's so rare to find a computer with a disk drive these days. I don't think mine has one. No, it doesn't. I was going to say, like, who the hell reads discs anymore? Yeah, today on the vape menu, I just got some of my homegrown. Now, I'm looking for my homegrown next year. I'm going to have a batch of AK-47. And I think, not the machine gun, but the weed. All kinds 47. Now, it's funny, when that strain came out on the Ontario Cannabis Store, they had to change the name. So they called it Atlantis instead. Now, I was thinking the main thing that I like about Next Island, fucking rock and sweat community, at two different spots, that Crystal Peak and, what is it, Spartacus? Or not Spartacus, whatever that place is in Next Island. It could be that. So I was thinking, dear God, Next Island's got that, and then they got the daily missions, and they got the crafting. So you can craft a lot of blueprints there that aren't so bad in value. There's multiple things I can craft there. Listerium. I can craft Lesser Elijah. Oh, there's some rocks. Did I get it? Did I get the rock? Am I on rock? No. There we go, Caldens. Can't believe we got some Caldens here. That was sweet. I haven't seen Calden in a while. No, I'm getting really puzzled about this Entropia DVD, so maybe I'll try opening it tomorrow. Pretty sure my mom's computer still has a disk drive, so I'll try it in that one. Alright, so now I gotta figure out what I want to do in Entropia next tonight. I'm thinking I could try another crafting run, but dear God, I'm probably just gonna lose big again. I lost big last time. I don't think crafting those Listerium ones is great here. So, I don't know. If I want to do another crafting run here, I should do a vehicle crafting run. Like a vehicle print, and that's going to take a while. And it's really expensive. Like, it costs $1,000 to do it. Yeah, Two-Land is pretty good also, right? It's tempting to go there. Like, fuck, even Cyrene's not bad. Cyrene, they've at least got some people buying sweat. Sweat community's improving a bit. They got that underground arena that you can pick up arena tokens or whatever. Fuck, man, if they added a working oil rig to Cyrene, I'd probably be there too. Yeah, and then Toulon, it's got the rig that's pretty active. Used to be oil rig, but now it's what is it, those drops again? Tempting to go there. Yeah, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll have to leave here, fly to Calypso, sell another batch of blueprints. Hopefully don't lose too much on this one. Dear God, I can't believe I fucking didn't put a markup bid for that recycle print. That was really stupid. Someone probably is going to get the recycle print for dirt cheap tomorrow. Be laughing their ass off. I hope that's not what happens. And if so, at least hopefully it's a show viewer. So some of my viewers, if you want a wicked deal on recycle prints, just go to Calypso and check out the print. I forgot to put an auction reserve on. I didn't forget. I just took a risk and fucked up. Oh, I spilt my drink now too. Dumb da dum dum dum. Chain reaction to stupidity. At least I have a Kleenex here to wipe it. Not used. Oh yeah, that hits the spot. Yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do is I'll fly to Calypso, sell everything on auction. Once I'm finished there, take a flight all the way to my next new planet, which I'll do a crafting run. Then I'll have to pick which planet that will be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be next island, but yeah, it is pretty close. Tulane's a close second. I would be tempted to go to Monria too, because man, those people there are really nice. It's just the crafting gets me. Like, I hate going to a planet that has shitty crafting. I know the only good thing about crafting on Monria is you get really good crafting reward skills, but I'm not really that into skills. I've got enough skills, I don't really need many more. As far as I know. No, it's kind of sad. I was trying to grow my pot plants indoors a little bit before I put them out on my balcony, and man, they're so tiny still. I guess they have like another month to grow inside, but I was hoping I could get them like 6 feet tall before I put them out, but that sure ain't gonna happen. My growing cannabis skills just aren't up to par. I gotta work on that. Yeah, so I think if I got a whole nother rainy week this week, maybe we'll work on getting that Entropia DVD ripped. Get some convention videos made. My new convention camcorder tape recorder thing's supposed to arrive any day. I think it says supposed to arrive by the 19th, so about 8 days away. Oh, the big Logan, or who is it, Logan Paul? No, it's Jake Paul. His fight against Ben Askren's coming up soon. Hard to wait to watch that. A lot of exciting things to look forward to these days. I'll have to check on Bitcoin and see if I'm allowed to place bets on that. This is fucked. Why do I got all this stuff? Oh shit, 900. Fuck. Almost had enough. Oh, I remember. I was going to sell some of these, but the price had crashed. So I'm like, man, might as well keep them until the price goes up a bit. No point putting it out there for sale. No one's ever going to buy it because the price crashed. Alright, let's try to make up some money back. We'll sell this. Right, another thing we're gonna, well, there we go, 41.71, that's pretty better. Well, another thing we'll do is we'll swing by my shop, and I'm pretty sure nothing is like selling here at all, really. So what I'll do is just take some of the stuff here that I actually need to sell and put it on auction. There's no point keeping it at the shop if it's not even selling. A lot of this stuff we're not in any hurry to sell, but some of it we are. Like the metal residue, that's a lot of metal residue. So we'll sell that on auction. The wool we're not really in a hurry. No, usually the Rocktropia auction, it isn't so bad selling metal residue because people come here and they need to mine. So they'll want to make their own mining equipment. And they'll need some metal residue to do it. Yeah, it's kind of a shame if Never Die or Doc don't have time to play Rocktropia anymore. It'd be nice if they could donate it to someone who still has time. Or maybe not even donate it, just lend it out for a while. Right, so the buyout for it is pretty useless. So we'll put... Yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. If we could make almost like an extra 10 more Project Entropia dollars from that, that'd be 170 plus our 170, so that'd be 340. So that'd be pretty sweet. We'd be getting up there. Alright, so let's put that on auction, see if anyone buys it. I bet you Dream of God will buy it if she's around. It's a little pricey, but hey, it'll save someone some auction fees, so I bet you they'll still go for it. I hate using that auction because it shakes so much, eh? It's kind of like my leg, how it shakes all the time. It's fucking annoying. It's like something's annoying, I know all about it. I can relate. Hey, basic filters. We made one Project Entropia dollars worth. Alright, maybe I'll put the gas chainsaw cap for sale. I don't know, that's a stupid thing, right? Holy fuck, that's a lot of wool cloth. Yeah, we got a decent stack of materials for crafting different items here. Alright, hopefully someone will actually need wolf wool and actually just come... Or wait, no, that's a waste. Not I'll buy that. Let's put a flag out. Try Sweden, eh? Or no. Australian. How many more people would be playing the game? Probably more from Sweden. So we'll put the Swedish flag out, see if someone likes it. I was thinking in retrospect, I should have spent more time when I was placing this. Because now I kind of want to have this ball a little bit closer. Would have been nice to put a flag right on it, right? Alright, so 3,000%. Let's put 40. I don't think anyone else can really make these. So if no one can make them, we should put a high price. Alright, so it's about 40 bucks or Project Entropia dollars. If anyone needs the Swedish flag. I used to buy them from Doc's shop, but he closed his shop a long time ago. So that's the last of these flags. Won't be any more being sold. Unless someone decides to make them, but they're super expensive to make. Alright, we'll check and make sure my booth doesn't have any room left for items for sale, and then we'll get ready to head out. I don't want to leave a whole bunch of item spaces open. If that's the case, I might as well fill them before we go. just in case something sells. Nope, looks like the shop is all filled to the max. So let's head out. Alright, next I'll just check my items list to prove to any pirates that we don't have any loot, in case any of them are watching the stream. Oh, we do have loot. Let's go drop it off. That was close. Oh yeah, if you bring shit into space. I know, it always makes me so nervous. Sometimes I'm thinking I should do it just for interest's sake to get my adrenaline going. Sometimes I get too tired when I'm playing the game. That would keep me awake in space. Wouldn't fall asleep worrying. Oh yeah, so we got a fair bit of those resources. The Nawa vials, geez, that's a decent stack. Belker, we got a decent stack. You know, I was joking that we're actually going to get enough money to save up one day to buy the shopkeeper, but it's almost seeming more and more like a reality. People keep helping, buying the items, we keep going up more and more. Jesus, we're already over 4,000. We got a fair bit of shit on auction now. Alright, let's make sure I don't have any items. I don't think we do. I picked up all the extra blueprints we needed to drop off at Calypso. So I pre-did that before you guys were watching. Not to make you bored to death watching the storage. And I'll just double check the storage, make sure I didn't forget any. Now I tried to do is bring all the Rocktropia prints to sell. All the regular ones I'm just going to leave here because I don't really need any of them. If anyone's a viewer of the show and you need any of these prints, just let me know. Because I can just give them away. I got these regular vehicle prints. Rubber list, lamps, all that shit. If you think you can resell them, you're more than likely to try. Got some chair frames. We can start a resale business. I'll supply you the prints for free and you can try to resell them. Disc brake. Windscreen. No, the Rocktropia ones are the only ones I bother putting on auction because these other ones, no one really buys them. Just show you, like most of it, you're lucky if you get one or two. Who knows, maybe one day the market will recover on them and I'll be able to sell them, and if that's the case, I'll have a whole fucking storage just loaded with them. This retail partition high. I should really carry that one with me. That's a pretty good print. What's the materials for this? Oh, that's brutal. Can't get that shit. I think we're good to go. I don't really see anything too fancy I want to bring with me. I could try to sell a copy of this print. Most people don't even know what it is, so I should probably wait to sell it so people actually know. Yeah, this one actually wasn't too cheap or expensive to make either. Listeria oil and animal thyroid oil. Just that thyroid oil was the expensive one, I think, there. Yeah, so let's bring that print with me in case we want to make some of it. It's funny, because I thought I used this print before, but apparently not. Alright, let's begin this space flight adventure. Who knows, maybe we'll see some pirates this time that'll make it more exciting of a journey. Normally space is pretty uneventful. We'll have to think of something to take a look at while we go. I got some other stories I was thinking of catching people up on. What happened with the Ascension armor. I don't know if anyone heard the updates on that. I don't think that was too bad that we dropped by here, because not only did we just drop off that item that we got from Calypso, but we did put that metal residue on sale. I think, did we do a crafting one when we were alive? Yeah, and we won a little bit. Broke even on the second one. So who knows? If this craft or this flight goes quick, maybe we can get time to do something when we arrive on the planet. Maybe I'll try another crafting run. Although, how long has it been? Holy shit, we've been recording for 42 minutes already? That's unreal. For some reason, I thought we were like 10 minutes in. Oh yeah, we sweated a bit at the start. I always forget, if you add a couple minutes of sweating, boy, it adds up quick. Fuck it, I'm just gonna put the target right on the planet. And then I'll move the target from there to... whatever. Why would it show here as way over there? Does that make any sense? I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this game? What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to FOMA and just fly to FOMA and then from there switch. Because I don't want to be bothered stuck in dead space. I hate when that happens. Alright, so if anyone heard the news, the Next Island people already started giving out some of the Ascension armor. That's that new armor that has skill gains. So when you put it on, you're gaining skills. I don't know how that's going to work. Like, will you only get skills while you're wearing it and you're getting hit by a creature? That would kind of make sense. Because if you just get it in general, that'd be amazing. Don't even have to be... So, yeah. So, who knows? Maybe someone will get Ascension armor and wear it for sweating. But, yeah. So, they gave Bonnie a set of it already. I don't know who else got it. So, congratulations to Bonnie and whoever else. I didn't really check to see if I qualified, so who knows? Maybe I did, and I'm already supposed to go pick up a set too. But I highly doubt that. No, and they only gave it out one piece at a time. So you can't win a whole set just in 1 month. Oh, you had to download the planet. Shit. Yeah, I should check, but I'm pretty sure I'm up to date. Yeah, trying to think what else has been new with Entropia. I think I started to put in the comments to MindArk that they should start giving us updates on when they're switching to a new engine. I think they're going to try to avoid switching engines maybe ever. Eh? Can you imagine? Entropia will never switch to an upgraded engine again. There's probably enough players in the game that would fight the idea of a new engine. But at the same time, I wonder if there's enough players to be like, fuck it, yeah, we're long overdue for a new engine. Let's just upgrade. Then what will happen with the new engine? Pets won't work, and we'll have to wait another like 4 years for them to get pets working. I don't know if anyone knows the joke to that. Pets was actually in the old engine, and when they switched engines, they could never get pets working, but they promised they would. And then it took like, I don't know, like 5, 6 years, however long. Eventually they got pets added back. So I guess when they switch engines, there is a little bit of rockiness. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing too. Now that we got super chats unlocked, I'm probably going to put some big prize money, or not prize money, prizes up. So if people do giant super chats, they can be eligible to win one of the prizes. And what I'll do is put some of my prototypes from my vaporizer out. I was thinking of doing it on the other show that I stream, but I was like, wait a minute, that show's almost all kids. So I can't really give away vaporizer attachments. So it'll probably be exclusive to the Entropia viewers, because mostly everyone on this should be adults already. So, and we'll just have to make a clause that I'm not giving it out to any kids. No, and it is pretty much a limited edition thing. Like really, there's I think only 2 or 3 that got given out as prototypes before. And some of them were actually given to celebrities, and they loved it. And they were actually pretty disappointed in me not getting the product marketed out, so it's kind of sad in a way, but who knows, maybe it'll happen one day. The only issue I've got is I really can't afford to sell the product, because if I do, it's got too many pending lawsuits. It's a pretty dangerous product when it comes to like vaporizing attachments. You can get sued pretty easily. So hopefully you can't get sued for giving out prototypes. I don't know how that'll work. I'll have to come up with a clause. If anyone wins the prototype, they will not sue me if they use it and it burns down their house. No, it's just a piece of glass, so it shouldn't do that. No, there's not a whole lot to it. It's basically just a piece that fits into the Extreme Q vaporizer. So what you would win is this, basically. And this coil is also a German coil made by that other vaporizer company. What is it called? Volcano. They make cooling coils. So I got a cooling coil from them, so that'll come with it. And this piece is the actual bowl. So that's where you put your plant matter in. And then this is the piece that collects the vapor oil. So once this tank fills up, then you can have a whole tank of vapor oil. Very similar to cherry oil, honey oil, or not so much Rick Simpson oil. Rick Simpson oil is a lot darker. I really don't know how much it's going to cost to ship to people, so I'll probably do it, I don't know, probably $200 super chat donation should cover it. Well, I guess not 200 US. Yeah, well, yeah, 200 US. Is that way if it costs me, like, I don't know. Maybe we could do it for 100. We'll have to find out. I'll have to see how much it costs to ship. Because if it's like 50 to ship, yeah, then that's going to be expensive. I'll have to do big super chats. But if it's not that expensive to ship, maybe we can do it for $100 super chat. No, it's funny, if you buy these pieces just from like a chemistry lab, because it is like an airless gas bubbler, it costs like 300 bucks. So it is quite a deal to get it. And then the bowls that it comes with, each one is worth about 40 bucks at a chemistry lab. So if it comes with 2, yeah, you're looking at like almost $400 or $500 a lab glass. No, I wish I could add bud to it, because man, That'll be the future, eh? Once weed is legal everywhere on the planet, we can just ship seeds and buds to everyone that it doesn't matter where they live. I know someone was telling me they need seeds. I was like, you need seeds? For God's sakes. I got like fucking jars just full of seeds. Some of the highest grade seeds you can get too. But the only problem is they're both sexes, like regular seeds. And no one wants them because you need, feminized seeds. You don't want to spend half your summer growing a plant to find out it's the wrong sex. Worst when that happens with dating too, right? No, I'm just kidding. Holy shit. Yeah, that's the one weird thing that happened with weed in Canada. I think the government legalized weed because what happened is the Canada Post Union, you got to give them credit. The Canada Post Union does do some things right. What they were doing was they used to search all packages, right? Like if you mailed a package, went through Canada Post, it was getting searched to some degree. Like either a dog would sniff it or an X-ray machine would scan it, something like that. But I can't remember what year it was, but at some point it got changed where only international packages got that. So as long as you were shipping within Canada, you could start to ship like weed and stuff without getting caught because they would never check it. So that's why they started to switch to legalization, I think, is because people just started mailing weed like crazy. But yeah, if weed comes in over the border, then you're still fucked because then they'll get dogs to search it or whatever. I'm not even sure how that whole process works. My dad used to work at the post office. He's retired now. No, what I really want to do is I want to get booze shipped from the UK. If I could get booze from there, that'd be sweet. But my country, same thing. You're not allowed to ship booze. So it fucking sucks. I wish I could. No, what I need to get is some of the Moniac mead. Moniac mead is really good, so I've heard. And I need to get some more bottles from Germany, which I can't get because, fuck, we can't ship booze. This isn't so bad. It's saying we're going to arrive in like under a half hour. If that's the case, then we might have time to do some stuff on Calypso. Sure, hope so. Now, if people want to make oil faster, my vaporizer attachment definitely isn't the fastest. The main problem with the speed it makes it is you're inhaling most of the oil. So you don't actually collect all of it in the container. It only collects like small amounts of it and you inhale the rest. And that's the other thing too, is like if you're into smoking concentrates, but you don't have shatter or whatever it is, this vaporizer attachment takes regular plant matter and it changes it into like vapors from dabs or shatter. So you get really addicted to high potency chemical or weed. That's the one shitty thing with my vaporizer is I realized that after like a couple weeks of vaporizing and then you try to smoke a joint, joints don't have any effect on you anymore. It's kind of like chugging hard liquor all week and then trying to drink one beer and expecting to get a buzz. Your body will be like, yeah, right. You've already adapted to like hard liquor. If you drink a beer, you won't even feel it. So that's the one major flaw is all of a sudden you can't smoke weed anymore. It's like a waste. You smoke a bowl of weed, you won't even feel it. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like now all of a sudden you need the vaporizer every time or you can't catch a buzz. So that definitely sucks. That's one of the main reasons I didn't want to market it either. Because I figured it was kind of a shitty product. People would end up getting really hooked on high potency weed and can't even smoke regular weed anymore. But the catch is, if you just stop smoking the vapors for 1 or 2 days, it'll rinse it all out of your system. Then you can start getting a buzz from joints again. But it's really tempting to just go back to the vapors. Because you're like, fuck, man, the joints will give you a headache and give you a burnout. Vapors are so pure that you don't get any come down. The most you get is just falling asleep. I've never had a headache once from vaporizing, which is so weird because I almost get headaches every time I smoke weed. I think it's the toxic in it, like the ash. Probably some other shit too. Yeah, so that sucks. What happened with the police and the weed? Did they just keep the weed? Or do they end up charging you? That would suck. Now, I was asking someone in another country, and they said in most cases the police will just keep it. But I don't know. If you get charged too, that would suck. Now, right now in Canada, it's such a weird situation, or especially my province. Like, everything was like really big mail order stuff back when weed was illegal because places realized they could just ship weed in the mail and never get busted, or very rarely. So what happened was, yeah, they kept doing that until weed got legalized, and then all the mail order places, they can't really do it as much because the government weed is so cheap that you can't even compete with it. They do offer higher quality strains that cost more than the underground places, but the cheap government weed is so cheap that you can't even grow it for that cheap. So I was like, dear God, it's like, yeah, you can get really cheap weed. I think it's like $3 a gram, it's cheapest you can get. Yeah, so an ounce of that is pretty damn cheap. Even like just trimming the nugs by hand would cost more. No, but then the thing that happened is the websites, they switched to like selling magic mushrooms. So I don't know, I haven't tried ordering magic mushrooms because I don't really do them, but back in high school I knew a lot of people that were really into it. So I don't know, I think they're going to legalize the mushroom stuff next. They're talking about it. And oh yeah, and that was the other big thing. In Canada, they started saying that 70% of the people voted in favor of the universal basic income. So they're literally trying to turn Canada into a socialist country where everyone in the whole country is on welfare. I was like, and everyone just has to wait in line for free shit. I was like, man, that is fucked up. But I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. Let's try to hope. I know to me, it will really affect me right away because I'm like right in the poverty bracket. So as soon as they start giving out money to the poverty people, it'll affect my pocketbook right away. But I still think it's too dangerous. Giving away money like that, man, I don't know if that's going to cause hyperinflation or what, but I'm pretty sure that free money I'm going to get is just going to destroy my life savings. So any money that I get from that universal basic income will just see my savings account become worthless. Unless I can somehow pump the money into cryptocurrencies. But that was the other thing. I keep hearing more and more stories about the regulators cracking down on cryptocurrency. I sure hope that doesn't happen. We keep been hearing it for so long. And so far, crypto has been able to avoid it. So we'll see what happens with it. Well, as long as you only got a slap on the wrist, that's good. Well, if that's really the case, maybe I should try sending you weed. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm definitely not going to send anyone weed. And don't get your hopes up. Just joking. No, my weed isn't really the goodest kind that you'd want to get sent to you anyways. Like, I don't know. Every time I've grown weed, the best I've gotten it is kind of like average. So it's not like it's the worst weed, but it's definitely not good weed. I'd say potency, it's up there with good weed, but it just doesn't taste good, doesn't look good. Now, last harvest season, what I had issues with was a little bit of frost damage. Because we got winter pretty early, plants weren't done yet. So a lot of the leaves started turning colors because they got frost bad. Then started to get a little bit of mold, but luckily I just picked it. I was like, fuck it. I'm not taking any chances with mold any longer and just picking them. No, I've seen what happens when mold starts and it's not worth the risk. Might as well just pull the plants early and have a little bit smaller harvest. It's better to harvest a little bit smaller than harvest a little bit bigger but have mold in it. Now, I know some people talk about different tricks to get rid of mold, but I don't know. A lot of the mold that I've seen hit my plants, it's the kind where it just disintegrates. So whatever weed gets moldy, it just like turns to dust. So there's not really a whole much you can do to save it. It's gone at that point. No, the one time I got weed the moldiest was when I grew my first 14 or 16 foot plant. I didn't know like that you're supposed to keep checking the plant as the harvest season goes. So I was just letting it grow and not even getting a ladder to climb to the top to look at it. So what happened was is I grew like a 40-pound bud, but a lot of it went moldy. So people are like, oh, it's so amazing, you grew a 40-pound bud. Well, I was like, fuck, but a lot of it went moldy. If I would have just picked it like a week or two earlier, got a ladder and checked it to make sure that it wasn't going moldy. Now, it was pretty much like record-breaking size bud. How I did it is I grew like a, I don't know, like a 6-7 foot plant all year so that I had like a huge fat stalk before I even put it outside. And then I let it grow the whole year outside too. So by the time it was done, it was about 16 feet tall. I should have really measured how tall it was. I didn't really have a tape measure long enough. My tape measures only go to 12 feet. And I would need a ladder to measure it. And I picked it during a thunderstorm. Now what happened was is I realized that it was starting to go moldy right when a thunderstorm was going. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta pick it or it's all gonna be lost to mold, and it's a thunderstorm. So I'm literally getting soaked as I'm trying to pick it. It was a nightmare. But that's at least when it weighed on the scale. I had to use a luggage scale. So I hooked it up, and that's when I realized the bud weighed over 40 pounds. But it was literally soaking wet because it was like soaked. It was a thunderstorm. But the bud was huge. It was like bigger than my leg, length and width wise. And I'm 6'2", so I have a pretty big leg. I should have took more pictures, but it looked nasty because it was all moldy. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to win any awards with this one. Well, that was weird. We lost both of the likes to the show. Thanks, everyone. Guess that weed stored was a little bit too much. No, that's one thing I'm going to realize in the future is I'll probably just buy weed from the government now. Growing your own is a lot of hassle. So much mold that you have to look out for, weather, it's a lot of work. Even the pruning process takes for fucking ever. The one thing I liked about the moldy weed though is I could just bake with it. I didn't have to throw all of it out. I was like able to pick most of the mold away and then take the stuff that was growing around the mold and make butter and stuff out of it. Because once you cut it all up and mix it with boiling, you kill a lot of the mold. Yeah, so did anyone have any luck in that big Calypso Easter event? Holy shit, it's 15-20 bucks a gram there. Yeah, prices were getting high like that before legalization here too. Now that's what I think of. I think of the old days when weed used to be worth a lot, and then I look at like a 40-pound nug and I'm like, holy fuck, if this was just a few years ago, I'd be out of poverty. But no, now weed's worthless, so you can grow huge amounts of it, it doesn't really matter. Well, if you can ever come for a trip to Canada, I could give you all the weed you can carry. No, just kidding. Not that much, but I still have quite a bit. You'll just have to find like a submarine to take it back home. I'm just kidding. Can't preach to civil disobedience, especially on YouTube. They've got it all on record. Now this year I was tempted to try that trick that one of the expert growers I happened to get advice from inadvertently. But anyways, yeah, the trick. You know how when you grow a plant and then you grow it indoors and you plant it outside and you plant the plant and you put it in the ground. Maybe I should get a different color. So you put the plant in the ground and you put it straight up and down. So it was like I tried that the one year with my pot plant, and when it got to like 16 feet tall and it was straight up and down, it was impossible to see the top. Like even with the step ladder, right? Like step ladders only reach so far. Not to mention you don't want all the people in your neighborhood seeing you get a step ladder out every day to water or observe this plant. Try not to draw too much attention to it. So what I found out is a grower taught me a really good trick is when you have a plant that you're bringing from outside, instead of planting it straight up and down, put it on an angle like that. So like here's the ground underneath. So it's like on an angle instead of straight up and down. So not flat, obviously, but just like up about there. So instead of straight up and down. So you know what happened when he planted his plant like that? Obviously the plant kept growing and growing, but it grew up a little bit. So it sort of grew up a little bit out and then up. Out and then up. So instead of having to get a ladder to crawl all the way to the top of his plant, all he had to do was just stand next to it because it grew on an angle. And the plant was fine. It didn't mind it. I was kind of wondering if the plant would die from that, but then you think it's a really sturdy plant, right? Just because it's on an angle doesn't mean it'll die. So that's the trick I think I might try. So that way I don't have to climb on a ladder to get all the way to the top when I grow like a 16 plant. That'll be crazy though when I grow a 16-foot plant and it's on an angle like that. I think what he did is he got a support on the one end so that even though it was on an angle like that, if it got really heavy at the one spot, it was on a support clamp. Now that's one thing if you're ever starting to grow weed outside, if your country legalizes it, wind. Wind is a fucker. Like you think obviously when the plant is growing, wind isn't really that bad for like 99% of the year. The only time wind becomes a real fucker is like right at the end when your plant has buds on it. Because then you get these really heavy buds on the ends. Wind comes, blows it, and it can just snap it right off, right? So you don't want all your buds to snap off while they're growing. Fucking wind. Yeah, and we always get like hurricanes right before it's time to pick. Hey, but we can't complain. At least it's legal. And I was surprised. Like, I didn't think 4 plants was going to help, but it did. Like, shit, if you're only allowed to grow 4 plants, but one of them 16 feet tall, you're still looking at a pretty good harvest. No, sadly that year when I grew the 16 foot of them, all my other plants died except for 2 other ones, and they were way shorter. So I only had 3 plant harvest. That's the one shitty thing about 4 plants. If you're allowed to grow 4 plants and 1 dies, it really sucks. Because then you're like, oh, now you gotta wait till next season to regrow it. Unless you can get an operation going indoors. But indoors is so expensive with hydro here. It's just not worth it. Especially when you can buy weed for $2-3 a gram. From the government. Holy shit, we got more auction bids it looks like. Let's check them out. Alright, so Pinky Chuddy Stainslaw. So thanks a lot, Stainslaw. Really appreciate the bid on that one. Oh, he bet on the French pirate flag. For a second I thought he was bidding on the chainsaw. Oh, look at that. We got a bet on the metal residue. So thank you, whoever it was, put a bet on the metal residue. Really appreciate it. Who was it? Oh, here it is. Mad Maniac Maniac. So thank you, Mad. If you really want to help out, you can buy it out. Yeah, so tomorrow, I don't know if I'll do another episode, but all my auction stuff will have either sold or not sold, so we'll check that out. We'll check to see how my metal residue does on Rocktropia once it sells. Fuck man, that 5,000 Project Entropia goal is coming up pretty damn quick. And the one thing I'll have to do, obviously, is I'll probably have to get 6,000 Project Entropia dollars. Because I don't want to run my account all the way down to 0, because then I won't have any PED balance to work with. And as you can tell, a lot of the tricks I do, it requires a pretty big PED balance. And it doesn't take much to fuck it up either, so we'll see once we go back down to 1,000 if we can start rebuilding. Well, we'll see too. Like maybe if I sell up 5,000 worth and a viewer has a really good deal on a shopkeeper pad, then maybe we'll buy it in that situation, and then we'll just keep trying to sell stuff until we reach up another 1,000. Because I bet you that's what'll happen. I'll sell like 5,000, or I'll have a 5,000 PED balance, and buy a shopkeeper, and then I'll just start selling more stuff until I reach enough that I can start crafting again. Who knows, maybe the viewer donations will be able to help in the meantime too. Like shit, now that we're getting super chats, it's like, man, I can actually start like doing other stuff. Hey, Shelly's awake. Hope you got some sleep, Shelly. No, I was figuring maybe you fell asleep for the Clone Evolution show. Because it was really late, right? Ah, you're still awake. What are you doing? Well, you better get to sleep soon then. No, especially when you're young too, right? Your brain's still developing. You don't want to start destroying it yet. You should probably wait till you're my age. Then you can start drinking. Drink, smoke, and then destroy your life. No, I'm just kidding. No, definitely don't take my advice when it comes to drinking and smoking. I'm trying to quit. It's not the easiest. Now, hopefully next Sober October, once I get that whole month under my belt, I'll just stop and then not start again. That'll be good. Sure as hell hope. Because, yeah, that's really the best time. If you've already stopped, then it's easier to quit. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting close to this planet. We're still about 10 minutes away. Oh, and that's to the space station. And then we have to switch to the planet. So, yeah, we still got quite a ways to go. Maybe another 20 minutes. No, so what day is it in the other side of the pond? Holy shit, it's already Monday. Now for tomorrow's work, I'm probably going to do paperwork all day. See if I can get my taxes completed. That'd be good. Now I'm really gonna have to check Joe Rogan's show. I haven't watched his show in quite a while. I don't know, ever since he switched it off to YouTube, I really don't watch, what is it called? Whatever he switched his show to. The other radio channel. So whatever shows are on YouTube, that's usually what I watch. Hoping maybe one day his contract will be over with that other thing and he'll just come right back to YouTube. Let's hope. Oh, some robot missions just popped up. That means that if our ship got exploded right now by pirates, I bet you we'd spawn at one of the space stations. So let's hope for pirates. Oh yeah, Dan Davis and Shelly. You guys are both in the same region. So both nearly 6 a.m. Well, I guess it's pretty late for me too. It's almost 1 a.m. here. I don't really consider 1 a.m. that late. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that all this world travel stuff is happening. It would be kind of neat to travel to that part of the world. My neighbor, he's from, I forget, like, I think it's Ireland. Yeah, Ireland. So he always travels there back when you were allowed to travel. He brings me back some of the stuff. I think I got a few bags from there. Now, lately I've been studying a lot of maps, so I'm starting to learn all the different parts of the world a lot better, just map-wise too. Yeah, did anyone else check out that new Transformers video? Holy fuck. I can't believe that they have like a Boston Dynamics type Transformer, the Optimus Prime. It's fucking amazing. And they made it the old version. That's why I'm kind of happy. If they would have made it the new Optimus, that would have been cheese. It makes sense, because you're trying to sell it to people that are adults, so they would be more familiar with the older Optimus Prime. What I got to try to do on this map is going to try to navigate to fly through here and then turn in. So I don't want to go close enough to hit that blue sphere. I think I can make it. Mainly because there's a whole bunch of aliens in here. If they destroy my ship, it'll cost money. Yeah, if anyone's able to help the show out with the first like. I thought we had one earlier, but maybe I was remembering it from the other show. This is the second episode I recorded. Now, I'm glad I didn't wait to record that other show because of the Raptors game. Because, man, when I watched the Raptors game, they lost bad again. So it wasn't really a game that I needed to watch anyway. Nah, I miss it when my team was good. At least we won the championship once. That was pretty sweet. Took 15 years of watching or whatever, but we won it once. Yeah, still no word on the new Neo Geo system. Hoping that's going to be announced soon. I'll have to check on the internet maybe after the show's done. Haven't watched any good travel vlogs this week yet either. Or weekend. Yeah, so did everyone have a pretty exciting weekend? I think if everyone's in lockdowns, it really doesn't really matter. Or hopefully everyone's in regions where they got some human rights back. Now, our region is so funny. I shouldn't even be talking about it because of the whole monetization thing. But Canada was on the news a lot because we failed to get any of the medications or whatever you want to call it that you're allowed to say on YouTube. So we didn't get any, or hardly any. And then the government started wondering if they even should have gotten any because our cases were so low that it was almost wiped out. But then like, don't worry, we'll get them. So just as like everything's like going back to normal, everything's starting to open, everything's going great. Then all of a sudden they got access to them. They're like, all right, so we'll start administering it. And then like a week or two after they started administering it, boom, cases just go off the hook again. So I was like, oh God, where did all these cases come from? Especially they were all variants too. So I was like, oh, all these variants, where did they just suddenly appear from? Yeah, so hopefully that's not what happens again. I'm kind of worried. It reminds me of that sport drink they used to sell on Idiocracy? They were convinced that it was going to help too, right? Like, oh, don't worry, buy Brando. Electrolytes. It's what plants crave. But, did the plants really crave it? Did they? There were studies showing it helped. There was studies showing it's what they craved. Now I want to watch Idiocracy again. I'm trying to figure out what movie poster I should buy. Maybe I should go with Idiocracy. Nah. I was thinking Akira, but I already got an Akira thing, so maybe I should get something different. Nah, I think this episode's going so long that I really won't have time to do anything once we get to Calypso. Dear God, how far is it? It's still another 10 minutes away. You know what's kind of weird to me? A lot of times I'm saving up like big stacks of Project Entropia dollars. Like here we're going for 5,000. And then I kind of forget that it's like, it is real money. That's actually a fair bit of money, right? Going for a stack of 500. It's fucking enough to buy a PS5 for God's sakes. But we'll keep it in the game. I don't want to withdraw money anymore, so I try not to think of it as US dollars. It's going to stay Project Entropia dollars. Now this week, our whole week is like just rain in the forecast. Rain, 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 more rain. So if it's more rain tomorrow, I'll probably just stay inside and do indoor stuff. And it's a lockdown, so we're really supposed to stay home. So who knows what time I'll do the next episode. Hopefully in the morning tomorrow, but I'll probably sleep in a fair bit. I'm sure you guys will be too. Now, I remember it was bad back when I was a teenager. Sometimes I was on the routine of staying up till 4 in the morning every day. And then, or no, what was it not? 4? Was it 4? 4? No, we'd have to wake up at 4. Yeah, we had to wake up at 4 p.m. Yeah, so we must have been staying up till 8. Yeah, so we would stay up till 8 a.m. every day. And then wake up at 4 p.m. and then go deliver the paper out because the papers had to be delivered at 4. So that was kind of a fucked schedule. I think at least 2 or 3 years. That's how I slept. Staying up till 8 a.m. every morning. Now we would stay up, play pool. We would also play on the Windows 95 computer, I think it was. No, it was even before Windows 95. Fuck. Yeah, some of the games that we had back on that computer was Myst. Myst was a big one. It was the first CD-ROM game that we had. Back before then was always the floppy disks. Yeah, we always thought we were the apex of technology then. Boy, did we were so advanced. We didn't have cassette discs anymore. We were using CDs, CD-ROMs. Or was it DVD-ROMs first? I don't know. Yeah, at least winter's over. As much as I'm complaining about a month long of rain, at least it's rain, and we're starting to get all of our grass and plants growing. The onions in my garden are growing really well. So fortunate with that. Alright, so it looks like we're past that enough. Let's just go right at the planet now, right? Hopefully we won't run into dead space. I don't think we will. Alright, so that's not too bad. It says we're 1.7 away, and usually that's double in minutes. So if it's 2 minutes or 1.5, so we're about 5-10 minutes away. I know, I guess I've been saying that for 10 minutes now. Oh yeah, then we might have to fly a little past here. Normally you don't have to fly all the way to the actual planet. They'll allow you to land on it once you get a reasonable way away. Yeah, so I'll try not to stay on Calypso too long. Probably just a day or two. Let me sell everything on auction, see how that goes. I don't really have too much to sell. I'm just going to bring another round of flag prints, and then we'll do another round of Rocktropia prints. I think that's all I have left to sell. We'll have to check my blueprint collection when we get down there. Now what I really should do, I remember back in the day when I first started the game, I would sometimes sell everything to everything sold. Like literally sell every last item I had. So I could really just say, yeah, I converted everything to PED. So maybe I'll try doing that again someday. Really just try to sell every single last item. Even like the ones that are just worth 1 each. Now obviously the main problem with doing that is sometimes you get stacks that are too small that you can't even sell them because they're that small. So in that case, then yeah, you'll have to keep those. But ones that are at least 1, then you could sell that. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn the ship just a little bit in this way, because I don't want to get stuck in dead space. It's not worth it, shaving it off like a couple minutes quicker. Now, I figured this would be an awkward time to record an episode of Entropia. Not the greatest for getting many viewers, but thank everyone for tuning in. I think we were almost at 4 or 5 viewers at one point. Which is pretty good. Still looking for the first like. Hint, hint. Sorry, horror for likes. Alright, so let's go. How far are we? Getting pretty damn close. Hopefully we can't actually smash into any of those asteroids. No, I'm just getting tired thinking about being 6 a.m. Oh, it's such a shame too. I was just thinking that I was telling someone that I couldn't watch their show tonight because I wasn't going to stay up late. I ended up staying up late anyways. Fuck. Such a liar. Now, is this guy that was going to try to get to be a guest on the show. And sometimes I like to just meet people for the first time on the show. So probably that worked out for the best anyway. Alright, looks like we'll be flying past this waypoint soon. Maybe we'll try adding a new one and make it down here. Alright. So we got a new waypoint and looks like we're on track to it. I was worried because normally when you put waypoints there, usually it puts it in a really screwy location. So that was a pretty good one. Oh yeah, and to summarize the title of the episode, if anyone hasn't heard, Entropia's AI mission, you're not supposed to hunt the AI at the Club Never Die anymore. They said there's some sort of glitch that's happening there. I didn't get exact details, something to do with bringing mobs to the water, the turret. Makes me wonder, maybe you can just turret the AI and it'll give you the mission reward? I doubt that's what's happening. I don't know, something weird's happening there, so you're not supposed to do it. So I'm just hunting the AI at Camp Crunk instead. So technically the AI mission isn't over completely, just at Club Never Die. So my title isn't completely wrong, it's only half accurate. And it used to be one of my favorite missions, but it was getting pretty repetitive. I'd been doing it for years. So I figured it was kind of good to move on. We'll try to escalate some activities on other planets. Next island. Maybe we can get a shop on Next Island. It might be a stretch. I've actually got the president of Next Island on my Facebook, so maybe I'll ask him and see if he can hook me up with the shop somehow. I'm like, hey man, instead of buying a shopkeeper, can I just give you 5,000 ped for a shop? I doubt he'll go for that, but we'll never know. Couldn't hurt to ask. Yeah, because if I had a shop on Next Island, you can guarantee where I'd be most of the time. I would just stay at my shop all the time. Especially if I could hook up a shop where there's some place where there's mobs that you could sweat. Oh, that'd be heavenly. Yeah, who knows? Maybe when my travel stuff takes off on YouTube, or if it does, I can invest some of the money and really buy like a whole land area on a planet. That'd be sweet. But first things first, gotta try to get out of my mom's basement before I turn 50. Can't kill you to dream. Holy fuck. Yes. I was gonna say, how close are we gonna get? Yes, we made it. Excuse me. Alright, so we made it to Calypso. Port Atlantis. Excuse me. Alright, so now we can, well, we shouldn't put the stuff on sale on the auction yet because of what time it is. It'll end up finishing at some crazy time. Finish too quick. Alright, so anyway, so maybe for the viewers that waited this whole time, let's try to get a little bit of action. So we'll see what kind of prices on the Ethereum we can find here. Yeah, let's go to Twin Peaks too. See if there's any action there. We'll get a deal on some Listeria at Twin Peaks. Try a bit of crafting. It'd be neat if we could finally get some blueprints. Remember last time we were crafting here, we couldn't get any blueprints? It's like, what the fuck's with that? That was nice. It loaded everything like instantly. I haven't seen that in a while. Alright, here's some Listeria ingot, 147. That seems like a good price. It's worth 143. The buyout is 147. Let's buy it out. Alright, so our goal today, we'll try to make 147 back. Think we can do it? I'm skeptical. Yeah, here you can see my auction stuff and how everything's doing. Holy fuck, man, I still have a lot on auction, right? I didn't realize. I mean, almost everything has a bid except for that space thruster. So I'm glad. Viewer or bidders on Calypso are smart. No one bought the space thruster. So I paid the 50 pec for nothing. So that's good. Teach me a lesson. Trying to take advantage of players. Alright, anyways. Speaking of teaching me a lesson, let's see how much we can lose here. We'll do a video on how to lose in crafting. We better not fuck it up. Alright, so this is an extra buck's worth. So I'll have to remember that. 147, so we have to make 148 back. Alright, which crafting tool should we try for good luck? Let's try one of the limited ones. Let's try the M100. It has a nice ring to it. Alright, which one looks like the best view? That one's kind of nice. Now we can't have too many butt cheeks in the video or I'll get banned by YouTube. I think that's a tolerable amount. Alright, so let's see. What are we looking for? Oh shit, we almost went for Lesser Elijah. Better go for Listerium Power Container. We might go with Lesser Elijah later, but let's do Lesser Listerium first. I mean, we were going to be tempted to try the large plug too, right? Short Stink Tree, that's the expensive one, right? Let's check it. Holy fuck. Is it just me or is that affordable? $150, $150. I don't know, I can't help myself. I'm just going to buy a little bit of this. I don't know why I'm so enticed to try to make it. Yeah, this is the expensive ingredient. It's normally $3.80. We can get some for $3.60, so let's buy some. Alright, our ped balance hit quite a little dip there, but we'll see how our crafting goes. Maybe we can make some of it back. So, no, it's a shame because I was going to try the crafting on Rocktropia and I forgot while we were there. We'll see how it does in Calypso first and compare the two. I have a feeling I know the difference will be will be shit. Fuck, it looks like we had some already, but it's a different kind. Right, either way, we're ready to try some crafting. Get ourselves set up with a nice view. Whoops. Shit, only 65 attempts at the large plug. That's pretty good for crafting, or what is it, these things. I don't think I've ever really crafted furniture much. We should have really tried it on Rocktropia. Oh well. One day we'll learn. One day. Alright, so first let's begin with some Listerium and wish us some luck. See what we can get here. We'll start by turning it to the queue. Not get super greedy. Still be touching the edge of the queue. Sometimes the queue can provide, so we'll see. At least we know on this run we have to do 176, was it? Yeah. Ooh, there was a $1.82. That's a pretty good start. It's nice to see the queue get some success. I know sometimes we try it with this one, it was giving us jack shit on the queue. It's like, what the hell? Queues should be some of the success. It's still green. I could see if it was yellow, okay, well then start getting a lot of failures, but dear God, if it's still in the green. Yeah, there was 170, 180s. It's pretty good. Who knows? Maybe they'll give us better loot because we got some other players around. We can brag to them and be like, look how great the game is. It's helping us. I should walk closer to the crafting machine. Maybe that helps. Oh yeah, I don't have globals turned on. Gotta turn those on too. What's the point of chasing globals if you got them turned off? Now here will be my luck. We'll loot a recycle print, then I'll put it on auction, I'll forget to put a reserve bid, and we'll get nothing for it, like we're doing with the last one. That'd be a neat cycle. Alright, hopefully we can get a whole bunch of fails, then I'll try putting it at full condition, see what we get for that. Kind of eager to work my way between the tees. It is also one of my favorite positions. Come on, blueprints. Where's the blueprints at? I was kind of hoping to get an enhancer blueprint. It does look like an enhancer print. Alright, let's try a little bit between the tees. Just for interest's sake, see how it goes. We have lots of successes already, so we might get a bad streak here. Ooh, there's a $1.40. Ooh, quite a bit of failures. I figure if we'll go with a lot of failures, we'll try a full condition. Ooh, God, it's quite a lot of failures. Oh, there was a 3 success, though. Alright. Let's try a full condition. See if this planet Calypso can provide. Come on, Calypso. What do you got for us? You got shit? What? Alright, let's get a quick message from the sponsor before we do any more clicks.
Today's Calypso crafting adventures were brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Woo!
Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's continue the crafting run. See if the sponsor will help. Sometimes the sponsor brings luck. Ludius. Ludius, I think, is a big fan of the sponsor. Ooh, maybe not. Ludius does not like the insults. Alright, so let's put it back to... first T and titty? That sounds good. I don't know, second T sounds a little greedy. Oh, there we go, 3. I like the first T and titty. Whoa, 26! Yes! The first T is good. Man, that is almost like a global, really. It's a shame that there was no print with it, but holy crap. 26, you gotta be kidding me. I did not expect that. Alright, so that was pretty sweet. Alright, so I'm glad we tried the first T. We'll have to remember that. The first T is a good one. Yeah, we're kind of near the edge of it, too. Kind of a bit of a greedy position, but hey, paid off. I don't know, I'm tempted to leave it on this position, but God, it already paid off so big. Really want to chance it anymore? Should we? Alright, let's try the U. The second, or the edge of the U. Because you are key to winning. If it wasn't for you, where would we be? We wouldn't even be live. No, 26 doesn't really guarantee that we're going to make a profit this run. We'll still have to see how the rest of it goes. 26 is a nice one, but really, we've had 10s 3 times in a row, so that was even better. A lot of successes here. Surprise for a U position. I think with U there'd be a lot of fails. No, just because it's into the yellow. Not that it has anything to do with you. Not that there's anything wrong with yellow. Alright, so I don't know how long we can leave it on the U. I'm tempted to try a few more full conditions. Alright, there are some fails. Yeah, that was a good stretch of fails. Let's try a full condition. See if we can get a 10er out of it. Oh. Come on, full condition. I hate it when we don't get even one full condition. It's hard to land on it. Come on, full condition. Oh, I thought that was it. I was like envisioning. There it is. Not even a near success. Come on. Alright, we got to stop this. They're really not giving us any. They're like, hey, none for you. Let's go back to the first tee, but a little bit more to the edge. Oh, those full condition fails. That was harsh. Oh man, we're just getting killed at the end here. Holy, how many fails in a row? Alright, we'll try one more on the tee, then we got to get going. We failed to milk it at all. Ah, one near success. We'll try again. Holy. Whoops. I actually meant to change it there. Oh, it was a near success, so we'll leave it. Ooh, 284. Kind of like that one. Ooh, 260. Now we're talking. Ah. Alright, we'll put it back to the queue. I really can't, or we'll go to the edge of the U. Seems like it's hard to loot anything on this run. Can't get prints. 26 was a good one, but still a lot of fails. Alright, let's give a shout out to all the viewers we have in the chat today's episode. First we had Snooker. Thanks again, Snooker, Dan Davis, and Shelly. Shelly made it in too. So I appreciate everyone for joining the chat. That was pretty sweet. Let's give a big shout out to everyone in the chat. Can't believe we still didn't get a blueprint. Dear God, how many hundreds of clicks are we going to do on Calypso without a print? It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know, other planets, you mean you get 2 or 3 prints every 100. Oh well, at least we can try the plugs at the end, I forgot. Crafting 1 won't be completely finished. Hey, Snooker's still in the chat too. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, 213. Sorry, 26 was the biggest loot we could hand out. Well, let's see what we can do with the next type. We got some large plugs. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Depends what we're plugging here. Alright, let's see here. We'll try the tip of the queue at this one. I don't know, it seems risky. A little bit more into the queue. Alright, let's go with that. This print is very weak, so we really can't do much with it. Holy, a lot of fails already, huh? Oh, it's a weak print. No, so that other print is definitely more expensive to use, the Listerium one. So if we bring this furniture print around, who knows, maybe we can get some luck with it. Craft furniture on different planets, see if we can loot some furniture anywhere. Definitely won't be looting any furniture prints on Calypso. It's near impossible. Yeah, they're really stingy with the successes on this print. Oh, 35. Yeah, so just getting 1 or 2 ped with this one's nothing short of a miracle, but this one should be a good one for looting prints on other planets. Alright, so that's good to know. At least we had some success in a way. Oh, fuck, I forgot to check the total for the crafting run. Fuck, I hate it when I do that. Do a whole crafting run, try to check if I profited, and then forget to check. How stupid was that? I guess I could stop it now and see if it'll tell me, but I don't think it will. No. For fuck's sakes. Oh well. Anyone guess if we crafted, profited? I think we lost. Even with that 26er. Now that's one thing I would do if I was in Entropia or Mindark. I would add some sort of other features to this construction thing. So it'd give you your totals from your last few runs. So if you accidentally closed it, and you could be like, oh fuck, I could just reopen it. Check what run I just did and accidentally closed. Must be a lot of people that make that mistake. Hopefully it's not just me. I don't know, I think technically this print is still big enough that you could global, but it's going to be really hard, especially with how little it is. Fuck, I still can't believe no globals. Or not no globals, no prints. I can believe no globals. Oh, there was a success, too. That was good for this print. Alright, we'll try between the T's. That's the one nice thing about this print. Even though we're not really making much money off of it, we're getting a lot of skills. The blueprint's starting to go up. Oh, we got a blueprint. Wall shelving. Yes. Holy shit, I think that was a good print. Does anyone else think that was a good print? Or do I already have Wally shelves? It sounds kind of familiar. I don't know, man. That's pretty wild. I've never looted a shelving unit print before, so I'm glad we got that on footage. Yes! Great success! I know some people might think that's kind of funny to loot a print and think it's that good, but I don't know. That really makes me think I should be bringing this print with me to other planets and start crafting there, because I'll be able to start looting some of their furniture prints. I don't know what kind of furniture prints other planets got, but we'll soon find out. Who knows, this might ruin our plan to win the big shopkeeper at 5,000 ped, but I'm still having fun on this adventure. Oh yeah, so between the T's is where we got the crafting print. We'll have to remember that. If we need prints, best place to milk them out is between the T's. Ooh, 0.45. Alright, so let's not get so greedy. Let's move it back to the queue. Last 5. Then after this crafting run is done, we'll take a look at it. Well, statistics wise, it's probably shit because these are not really worth anything. But we did get the blueprint. We'll total up the value of it. Alright, let's keep enough to make one. We got 11 back. Bought that Wally shelving. Let's check that out. Oh, is it limited? Fuck, it is. Remaining temps. Too bad, I thought it was unlimited. But it's worth 1,600. So that means this print is worth 0.28 times 1,600. We'll times it by 2,000. So that would bring it up to 280, 560. So 5 ped and 60 cents. Or 5 Project Entropia dollars. So that's not such a bad blueprint. Can't say I've ever looted that one before. Has anyone else looted that one? That's a first for me. Short form bird or fern bird. Alright, let's check what we have that we can sell to the machine. We got 50 back from that, 58 back that we can sell. So we got 108, 109, 110. How much do we need? 127. Yeah, so we lost about 20 there at least. And we still have to do one more crafting run before we'll have enough listeria or metal residue to worth putting it on auction. But we can sell these in the meantime. Oh yeah, and we got the plugs. Are they actually worth anything? Holy shit, they're worth 200%? That'd be sweet. If we could double our loot on that, then we'd be up to 10. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Holy shit, if we can actually sell these plugs and be traveling around and making them to loot the prints, that'd be sweet. Not a bad gig at all. Alright, looks like we've never made these plugs before. I don't have any in storage. Or we sold them. Oh well, so we'll have 70 of that. It'll be nice to sell that once we can. That'll help put us back over the mark we were at.
Hello.
Ooh, that almost put us back to 4,000. God, it's such a shame to see us this low. Can't believe I just blew so much money today's episode. Oh well, it's because it was late and I was looking forward to trying something. Oh yeah, and then we still have this 77. So that'll put us up to 4,077. And then, yeah, we got that print. God, where else did all the money go? Yeah, I guess we just really lost a lot crafting. Trying to think. Oh, here's some. Well, it's not much. Yeah, we just lost a lot crafting today. Shame we didn't get any blueprints. Except for that one. I was hoping it was unlimited, but oh well. We'll still try selling it. Yeah, we'll sell all of our prints tomorrow, and hopefully our auction sales tomorrow will help recoup some of the losses. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, wish us luck for that. Alright, let's go to the patrons list. So we have Suki, Jim, Ray, and Travis helping out with the patrons list. So I really appreciate them. If anyone else wants to help out with that, we got plans starting at just $1 a month. And there's a whole bunch of benefits. If you want to check out the list, they're on there. What else do we got? Oh yeah, if any of the 3 viewers want to help out with a like before the show wraps up, that'd be sick. Right, anyways, what else do we got? The affiliate links. Yeah, let's go to the affiliate links next. Alright, so for the affiliate links, we got Patreon, Society 6. Finishing quick is my specialty, comes on t-shirts and bed sheets. Both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV, pays you to watch videos. Swagbucks, pays you to shop online. Free GameKit, pays you to play games. And, oh, free Bitcoin is a wallet system for cryptocurrency. It'll pay you to open loot boxes, and it also has a casino. But it has all the regional laws that apply to you for any casinos or cryptocurrency in general. And all these other offers have laws as well. So make sure you check those for your region before you get involved with them. Yeah, and the virtual maid sex machine is for adults and men only, but it's kickstarted, crowdfunded, has shipped, gets mixed reviews. Just don't try to return it after you use it. That's pretty gross. Alright, anyways, let's go to, yeah, my website's in the links below. All these other links if you click more. And let's go to the fire screen. Let's check that. Alright, if you happen to get any of the Wally shelving unit blueprint in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. Really appreciate it.
Just make sure, never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now. See you later.
Have a good week, everyone. Hopefully everyone, Dan and Shelly, you guys can go to bed soon. God, it's like what? Almost 7 a.m.? Ooh, God. Now you can sleep until 4, hopefully. Alright, take care. Bye for now. Later. Later. Come on, computer. Yeah, see ya. Take care.